I'm David Nichols. I am a key grip.
My name is Wendy DeWaal. I am a makeup and hair designer.
My name's Juliet Young. I'm a camera assistant, a first AC or a focus puller.
Ray Brown, key grip.
I'm Chris Follett. I'm a lighting technician and rigging electrics.
My first film in the industry was Young Einstein.
I was running sidelines, running the microphone on the sidelines of football.
I was excited to work for Pride Effects Studios, and they were engaged to do animatronic pig for Razorback, and to work on a film was exciting as well.
As a construction manager on Ben Hur, a TV series for the ABC, working in the Megalong Valley.
You're in this place that you don't really know how beautiful it is until you close the truck at the end of the day and you turn around and there's this gorgeous sunrise in this remarkable part of Australia that you'd never get to otherwise.
Crew and cast that you work with are terrific, and you feel kindred spirits.
The people I now spend 50 hours a week with, they become your close friends.
And if it's a long-running job, you see them more than you see your family.
So locations, people, and the food's pretty good.
He was in finance, he was pretty well off. Hearing my friend to say he loved his salary package but he did enjoy going to work made me realise more than ever how lucky I was in all the films in my long career that I had the benefit of being happy at work. We had to do a lot of the shooting at Guatemala Beach down the south coast. And in those days, we had to leave Sydney 5:30 in the morning, and we never got back till 10 o'clock at night. In the year of 82, when we lost 11 guys killed at work, and that brought the unions, the technicians and the producers together. And we then formed the 14-point safety code together. We made them aware that we couldn't work like on the film in Guatemala. That was dangerous. We couldn't keep working those hours, and for the love of the industry. As I say, out of tragedy, I feel come good, and we made a lot more strides to keeping it safe. And I hope, way past my time, that it stays that way.
So I think people worked really hard in the past. The crews worked hard in the past to secure those conditions for us, and I think it's a disservice to them and to us if we let them go.
Since then, a lot of those conditions have slowly been eroded and eroded and eroded, especially with the incoming US and foreign features into the country.
It just feels like each time this happens, we lose another handhold and a foothold, and something else gets lost.
What really concerns me about where the last 10 years of negotiations have gone is that they're conditions that affect our safety working on the set.
I've seen the accidents on set. I've watched it with my own eyes. It's dangerous, and that line should never be crossed. And that's where I think the union fight for us, and I don't think it's negotiable.
Fatigue, that's the word I'm trying to think of, fatigue. I think giving away triple time is a really bad idea. It's there to protect us, for our safety, to prevent us doing long hours, but also so we can get home, see our family. Night loading for on-set crew, triple time after 12, travel radiuses, and they put a lot of pressure on the crews to agree to that, saying they wouldn't come here otherwise, and so we did. We bent over backwards and we made those concessions, and the production still didn't come here. Since then, other productions have come here and asked for that same deal, even though it was only supposed to be a once-off. So what we thought was going to be a one-time production thing has now been stuck.
We don't need to be dealt with, by production as imbeciles. Like, we're already on their side.
You can sort of just keep soldiering on every year and rolling your contract over for the same amount, and you put your head up 5 years later and you've not had a pay rise in 5 years.
I know when I started as a lighting assistant, I was being paid a certain amount. Until 10 years later, on a job, I was a lighting assistant in the exact same amount.
We've all stayed because we love it. People like myself. I'm still being paid the same wage now that I was paid back in 1988.
Like any business, they want to get the tightest deal that they can. And sometimes that means affecting our conditions that we've got kind of set out. The union's a great arm for dissecting that, consulting with crews and consulting with producers and production in a collaborative way.
It is vitally important that crew members work together. It's the only way that we can maintain our current conditions of safety and the ability to spend more time with your family. And I love this industry, I love my job, and I've had a great career. My only regret is the amount of time that I haven't been around for the family. And that is something I'll never get back. Yeah.
Everyone's working for the production. Everyone wants that to work, especially Australian crews, such hard-working, committed crews, loyal crews, you know, are working for that project to be as good and be completed within the budget. Also, that we get paid the right levels of pay so that we can maintain ourselves between jobs.
Every time and have the same discussion with every production manager about what we need to earn to survive.
So when it does get busy, we're still available. We haven't had to go and leave the industry.
I decided to attend the meetings and vote and take part purely because I was directly affected. You know, it directly affected my pay each week, and conditions, and maternity leave was an issue that was important to me. And the union came out, held a few meetings with crew. We made a short list of issues that were important to us, and the union represented the crew in negotiations with the network and managed to win quite a few changes on the crew's behalf, including things like maternity leave and CPI increases.
It was also good to hear what other departments were going through as far as expectations of overtime and turnaround. We should also be thinking about our fellow crew workers, who sometimes they bear the brunt of these changes.
We need representatives who are trained and who do understand how to work within a political system and to represent us.
We weren't being given our contracts, and the union came in and guided us and helped us support us as we made decisions what to do. And we stopped work on a Friday lunchtime, and and the contracts arrived.
It's great to know that you can call the union to ask questions about contracts and conditions.
I think the union's really relevant. The industry's changing really fast, and they're changing with us as well. I've seen over the last couple of years them working really hard to engage with the crew.
I guess it is good to know that there's someone there that's got your back.
A strong union, to me, has a big membership with a unified voice, and productions recognise the power behind that voice.
Without that collective, you have no voice.
Probably in my last interview ever with the union, and I would just like to say that I really encourage people to join the union, male and female, because I don't think the world of business is going to change. Get involved, it's your future, debate it and enjoy it, but protect it.